Hey guys, just thought I'd do a quick update. A couple of y'all have asked how the family's doing in Mexico. They had that big earthquake, that 7.1 in Puebla state. I've been, of course, all over it, just have not done a video update. I apologize about that, but been in touch with Melanie and Diego and their mom and dad for the most part. And everybody's fine, no problems there, just a little bit of damage at their house, some stuff spilled over, and I think the nearby Oso convenience store had some slight damage with the ceiling tiles and stuff like that. But overall, they got lucky there. I guess the epicenter was in Puebla State, not far from Mexico City. Obviously, you probably, if you're keeping track of the news, you know about the severe damage that was caused in Mexico City. Trying to pull this thing up on USGS. Okay, that was on September 19. Yeah, it was a week ago today. It was 7.1, 1 kilometer east-southeast of Iguala, Mexico, in Puebla State. Not exactly sure what the distance is from Iguala, but it was a depth of 51 kilometers, which puts it, if I remember correctly, there's like 1.2 kilometers in 1 mile. So, yeah, that would probably put it around about 30, maybe 35 miles deep. So it was fairly deep, but I guess in the proximity of it, it was along a fault that 50-kilometer depth. Okay, so we're looking at about 2/3 of a mile. So, say 50 kilometers deep. That puts it 31 miles. Okay, 31 miles underground, approximately. So, yeah, overall, that was still a fairly deep quake. But I guess with the reverberations along one of the fault lines, I guess, in that area, not to mention Mexico City is built on a dried up lake bed, so they're real susceptible to damage from big quakes like this, because being a geology minor, I understand how these work. It causes what they call liquefaction, where the sediment basically turns into a liquid state during the vibration of the earth and causes the buildings to tilt or sink or basically fall and collapse. So yeah, it's a pretty big deal for any big quakes like this located close to the capital. The big one they had, I think, the week before that was an 8.1 located off the coast of Oaxaca and Chiapas state, if I remember correctly. I think there was only a minor tsunami. I think they set up to 1 meter, 3 feet approximately. And yeah, I think they had some fatalities down that way, around the coast. And that's a real narrow portion of the coast where that one hit. But it was felt in Iguala as well, but no one was hurt from that one, though they did feel it. I remember when I was talking to Melanie last week, just called out of the blue, and she said, yeah, that we're having an earthquake. And she said that, yeah, it's, everything was shaking, we're all running outside, and yeah, they're all scared and all that, and she was able to have signal. I was able to talk to her from here, where nobody else, a lot of the other students were using the other cell services, and they were knocked out. So it was really kind of, just by luck that I was able to, talk with her while it had just started happening, or I think it was ending. She had already gotten out of the school. But yeah, she sent me some video. I figured I'd go ahead and show you that. Find it real quick here. But yeah, get the camera set up. This is in her house, so you can check out the damage there. So that's just minor stuff that fell off the shelves. Furniture knocked over, broken glass. Up the stairs in their house. So overall, just minor damage. Yeah, so that's the one video. This one was taken in the Oxo, just up from their house. Estamos viendo los desastres en el Oxo de mi casa. No manches. Ay, yeah, so looks like they just had ceiling tiles fall, and I guess there was some stuff on the floor, but they've already cleaned all that up. So again, just minor damage in Iguala. So yeah, so there you go. So yeah, that's the update there. Yeah, everybody's fine. Again, I'm on this, you know, whenever there's earthquakes hitting, I'm, you know, finding out where they're hitting at. I mean, I've got the 3D program, which I could fire that up here real quick here. Earthquake monitor. It's basically earthquake 3D. Show that to you real quick here. Once it pops up, there it is. And I think I got this thing set for like 7 days, so it may not pick up the old quake. Yeah, so it's picking up everything around the world. A lot of aftershocks. All those right there are aftershocks from the big quake in Mexico. Looks like there was a 4.8 over near the Marianas Trench. So, yeah, this thing picks up. I got it set to pick up quakes around 3-pointers or higher. So, probably thin that out if I just went for like 4s and 5s, but see, there's a lot of 4s and all over the world. So, yeah, neat little program. But, yeah, so there you go. Let Mexico swing back around one more time to check out all the aftershocks. And, yeah, they're ranging mostly 4-pointers. Man, that's amazing. A couple of 5s in there, so it was a pretty strong jolt for sure. So, yeah. But, yeah, like I said, that's pretty much the gist of what was going on. Yeah, the family's fine. I apologize I didn't do an update when everything was happening. I mean, if something major would have happened, I probably would have made a video about it. And obviously there was a major event, but it's kind of weird. Iguala's been kind of in between the two major earthquakes, so hopefully those big quakes relieve some tension. But as you know, forecasting goes, which it's pretty much impossible to forecast earthquakes, it really is. You know, you can maybe just guesstimate, okay, along the fault line, all right, this one ruptured here, like this was the 8.1 off the coast, then the 7.1 hit up here. Well, it's going to cause some more tension probably along on either side of the fault line there. So there could be others in the future, near future, maybe far future. Really tough to tell. But obviously the codes, you know, somebody may have taken some shortcuts on some codes, at least what I've heard in Mexico City, but maybe not, because again, you know, a quake like that turns the dried lake bed sediment into liquid, and it doesn't matter how good the codes are, the buildings, the weight of it is going to either tilt or possibly collapse, depends on how much of the shock wave gets sent up through the building itself. So yeah, just something to keep an eye on. I'm still watching things, but it looks like things have calmed down, at least earthquake-wise down there. And again, family's fine, so just thought I'd give you a quick update on that. So for those interested, and again, don't know when I'm going back. Probably January. That's my goal right now. Nothing's confirmed, but When I make it, you'll know it. So there you go. Just a quick update with the family and the earthquake situation in Mexico. So till next time, adios.